Remind yourself what life is all about. Adventure awaits in the all-new Photon Tumbler G7. Expand your lifestyle, your boundaries, your imagination. The all-new Photon Tumbler G7. Expand your lifestyle.
Well, here we go.
Aidan Griffith against Mirza.
So Aidan was originally meant to compete against Cam Pritchard. Unfortunately, Cam fell ill earlier this week, and Ali's been on a bit of a tear, so he was willing to step up and get the job done. So they have two very contrasting styles. Ali obviously prefers playing like a more guarded game. He likes to enter onto the legs. He has the famous break that we saw at SubKings last year, June. Aidan's got a much heavier top game, but he's also got a pretty decent 50-50 position guard, decent leg lock game. So it'll be a pretty interesting stylistic matchup. Both guys seem very, very strong. Ali's got a bite on the heel. He's going for the inside heel hook.
So is Aidan. They're trading heel hooks here. Going back into the 50-50. Ali doing a transfer to the outside, trying to go for that straight ankle. Aidan pretty keen to get onto the heel. He's abandoned there now. I think he's trying to...
So Ali's looking for the Aoki lock there. He's just struggling with the connection to the hip for the extension. So now he's transitioned it over to an inside heel hook, but Aidan's disconnected the legs and is trying to counter heel hook. Aidan's obviously connecting his foot to the mat to try and restrict Ali's ability to extend the foot and actually to get a decent bite on the foot. But Ali obviously using the off balance now to try and open up the space. Aidan's using heavy pressure here to take away the space.
This is what we were talking about earlier. I think when you find guys that are so heavy on that leg lock, it's either completely taking the space away or disconnecting completely. And I think Aidan's trying to use that chest-on-chest pressure to get past here.
Yeah, Ali needs to create frames and try to almost like shift his hips to the opposite side. His legs aren't in a great position. Okay, now Aidan's passed. Aidan cradling the hip, coming close to the north-south position.
Can't see that far side, but I think he might be trying. Oh no, I thought he might be trying to isolate an arm. Aidan's got quite a solid smother as well, so I think he's comfortable trying to either pass to the mount here or attack one of the arms from his north-south.
Yeah. Both these guys are two of the most active professional grapplers out at the moment. You know, Ali's on most Submission Kings cards. Aidan has defended on every card for the past like 3 or 4 events. You know, so yeah, no lack of experience in the mat at the moment. For Ali, he needs to kind of start framing on the hips to create some space, try and disconnect his hips from Aidan's cradle, and try and basically invert back into that space. Aidan will eventually try and do like a transition onto the mount, or maybe disconnect an arm, get onto a Kimura or something like that.
Obviously, they're both big dudes, but Ali's got somewhat of a size disadvantage here. How would you try and counteract that size discrepancy?
I think for the smaller guys, I mean, you know, it's no secret that like when you carry so much muscle mass, you know, like obviously your cardio will be affected. You know, it's way more difficult to move that mass around. So I think for the smaller guys to like try and bring a much higher pace, try and tire the bigger guy out a little bit, you know, like specifically in this environment, and then try and be opportunistic on the submissions towards the end of the round. You know, for Aidan, he ideally wants to like just set the pace for the match. You know, he doesn't want this pace to be too high. He wants to like apply pressure, hold positions, progressively transition up the body. You know, while for Ali, I think he needs to like try and really make Aidan work hard.
Ali with a nice entry onto the leg.
He's got the inside cross Ashi. He can either come for like a Z-lock or he's going to go for outside heel hook here. For me, I would potentially try and control the second leg, come high and try and enter maybe onto the Z-lock.
Z-locks are allowed in this result.
I think, yeah, at this level, Z-locks are allowed. Ali's going to switch the grip to reverse figure 4 grip. This is the grip he had when he got that break with the leg lock at SubKings. You can also transition now, like if you needed to, you could transition back around the leg. Ali gets the win.
That is a solid win for Ali.
Big win for Ali Mirza. Your new Absolute Submission Kings champion.
Yeah, I think he had a good game plan. He knew he wanted to try and attack to the legs. Aidan did well to keep that distance closed for most of the match. But I think Ali was relentless in trying to find that.
Great match. Great match from these two. We'll see the replay now. So Ali got into that reverse figure 4 position at one stage. I can't really see his hand connection now. But yeah, he got into the reverse figure 4 position again. Oh, I got the tap.
Interestingly enough, both of these guys are signed up for the Absolute division, which will be taking place now. So we might be able to see an immediate rematch.
Amazing work.
But yeah, good work from Ali. That was good entries on the legs, persistent. Eventually got what he came for.
That's all from Rourke and myself. We'll leave you guys with the Absolute event now.
Peace.
We're going to head on to the Absolute. We're going back to the rematch. We're going to run that as fast as we can. Thank you so much for your support and your patience. Please don't go. Some great Absolute matches to come.
Remind yourself what life is all about. Adventure awaits in the all-new Photon Tunnel G7. Expand your lifestyle, your boundaries, your imagination. The all-new Photon Tunnel G7. Expand your lifestyle.